Government of Uganda received funding from World Bank for implementation of an output performance-based road contract along Tororo Mbale, Soroti, Doholo, Lira, Kamdini. That's about 340 kilometers. The project is being implemented in 2 lots. The project duration is 8.5 years, and Table 7 summarizes the contract. The delayed project implementation, the committee observed, Right Honorable Speaker, that the 8.5-year project is being implemented at a slow pace, since it has 29 months remaining out of the 102 months for the project duration, and yet rehabilitation works have not started on Lot 1, and Lot 2 is at 47% physical progress on the rehabilitation works as at the end of July 2024. The committee was concerned that further delays could lead to project extension of time, which could result into additional supervision costs, even if there is no cost time extension for the contractor. Right Honorable Speaker, UNRWA informed the committee that delayed approvals to key installations and auxiliary sites by NEMA had hindered the progress as planned. The committee recommends that NEMA expedites its approval process to enable timely implementation of the project and prevent additional costs that could arise. Right Honorable Speaker, an issue that demands attention, the scale-up use of force account for maintenance of national roads. The committee appreciated the fact that in June 2012, the government of Uganda instituted a policy shift from contracting road maintenance works to the use of a force account. The force account policy for road maintenance applies to district, urban, and community access roads we refer to as DOCA, and the national roads under the Uganda National Roads Authority. This was after the government of Uganda acquired 1,425 new equipments through a USD 100 million loan from China. According to the Public Procurement and Disposal of Public Assets Act, Right Honorable Speaker, the force account mechanism means undertaking the work of procuring and disposing entities using the personnel and equipment of the procuring and disposing entity or of another procuring and disposing entity. To ensure value for money in the application of the force account mechanism, the PPDA Act guides that the accounting officer of a procuring and disposing entity shall make available materials, employees, tools, and equipment adequate for the works, and ensure that the works are executed as per the applicable technical standards, and ensure that a qualified supervisor supervises the works, and ensure that the employees and supplies used for the works are commensurate to the works, and maintain and manage the records, equipment, and supplies the works for the Public Finance Management Act. The committee noted that the UNRWA team under the first account uses 5 million per kilometer to maintain the unpaved Mara roads, and 50 million per kilometer to maintain the same category under the framework contract. The committee was concerned that government spends a lot of money on framework contracts vis-a-vis what would have been used on first account. In response, UNRWA team informed the committee that the team is always constrained by staffing gaps and lack of adequate and reliable equipment, among other challenges to cover the vast network. In addition, Right Honorable Speaker, the committee was informed that the staff in the UNRWA stations on the level of fleet assistance are inadequate. For example, the current ratio of fleet assistance to vehicle is 1:2 in Kitgum station, 5:3 for Lera station. Consequently, staff are multitasking on the vehicle, making them inefficient. The committee was informed that UNRWA needs to recruit more fleet assistants for effective service delivery. However, there is a ban on recruitment. Right Honorable Speaker, the committee recommends that UNRWA should ensure effective and efficient road construction and maintenance. The committee recommends that the government provides additional equipment and review the staff structure to accommodate more fleet assistants, among others. Right Honorable Speaker, the inadequate funding of the maintenance of national roads. The committee noted that in the recent years, the budget for road maintenance under Uganda Road had been declining, save for financial year 2023-24, when the budget for the local government increased by Uganda shillings 1 billion per local government. Right Honorable Speaker, here we need to thank you for having, at the House, for having availed through the Committee of Parliament on Physical Infrastructure, the 1 billion to districts, municipalities, and cities. We thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. The committee observed that inadequate budget allocation is affecting the maintenance of national roads. For example, the Q1 financial year 2024-25 release of Uganda shillings 90 million had been received by Gulu Yundra station for maintenance, only 90 million. And yet it supervises 7 districts. This implies that under force account, the money can maintain 18 kilometers, while under framework contract, all the money would would maintain only 1.8 kilometers of the entire road. The committee recommends that government prioritizes maintenance of national roads to reduce on rehabilitation costs of early reconstruction of non-maintained roads. Right Honorable Speaker, encroachment on road reserves, like a honorable colleague mentioned, the committee was informed by UNRWA that one of the challenges faced by the station is encroachment on road reserves and other properties, especially those under the Kitgum station. The committee was concerned that currently the mitigation measures by UNRWA is encouraging staff to be more vigilant in identifying encroachers during the inspection. The committee was further informed that the UNRWA enforcement and unit did not have staff at every station, and therefore there was need for them at all stations for faster response to encroachment. The committee recommends that UNRWA provide enforcement staff at each station and, where necessary, evacuate some encroachers from its property as a deterrent example to prospective encroachers. Right Honorable Speaker, allow me get briefly to the recommendation of the committee in that respect, that UNRWA should consider engaging public-private partnership. This is in respect to the request which was placed by the Karuma business community about the health facilities, the restroom facilities at the town council. UNRWA should consider engaging public-private partnership to establish restroom along national roads to ensure that Ugandans and tourists along the roads do not get embarrassed. UNRWA should consider establishing bus stop sheds along the roads. Right Honorable Speaker, roads and other strategic roads, oil roads and other strategic roads in northern Uganda. The committee observed that the oil roads in Nwaya district have not yet received the requisite attention and maintenance. The poor condition of this road is not only hindering the smooth transportation of oil equipment and personnel, but also affecting the livelihoods of local communities who rely on these roads for their daily activities. Through sharing with stakeholders, the committee was informed that there are a number of strategic roads that need to be attended to, so as to enhance interconnectivity of the road network in the northern region. These roads are substantial. These roads offer substantial economic and social benefits to the region. Away Amoro Otwe Kololo roads, which is the gateway to linking to West Nile and Rhino Camp. This road serves as a vital link connecting Nwaya, Amoro district to West Nile region by connecting the communities to the ferry at Kololo and providing access to Rhino Camp. This route is essential for boosting regional trade, enhancing market access, and catalyzing cross-district commerce. The Moroto Road through Omoro to Pade, Agagu, and Abim in Karamoja. This road is key to unlocking the economic potential of the sub-region, connecting Omoro, Pade, Agagu, and Abim districts up to Moroto. Upgrading it to a high-grade tarmac road will facilitate the efficient movement of agricultural produce and lower transport costs, and stimulate regional trade. Right Honorable Speaker, this road is essential for attracting investments in agriculture, education, and other key sectors, driving inclusive growth and enhancing socio-economic outcomes for communities in these districts. Right Honorable Speaker, Atiak Apiata Lamour Kitgum Road. This road links Lamour Kitgum to the regional economic hub at Atiak and provides a key route of cross-border trade with South Sudan. Developing this road to high-grade standards will not only improve regional connectivity, but also boost economic activities, hence service delivery and reduce travel times between key districts. Right Honorable Speaker, members earlier on alluded to Nebi Goli and other networks of the roads in West Nile that should also be given due attention. The committee recommends that government and relevant authorities should prioritize the rehabilitation and maintenance of oil roads in Noya district to align with their policy of commitments. Because in Acholi sub-region, the oil roads have not been optimally worked on, as you would see in other regions. The Ministry of Works and Transport conducts feasibility studies on the above-mentioned strategic roads and have them tarmacked. The government should allocate sufficient funds and resources to ensure timely and quality construction and maintenance of these roads, so as to enhance economic and social growth of the region. Right Honorable Speaker, the district, urban, and community roads, the committee observed that the network in most local government was in fair to poor condition. The committee observed that in financial year 2023-24, government allocated 1 billion to local governments for rehabilitation of roads. And this year, the same amount has been allocated for road maintenance, following parliamentary recommendation to rename the grant. During oversight, Right Honorable Speaker, the committee established that the 1 billion had enabled Gulu City rehabilitate some roads and constructed 2 bridges, box culverts, improving the condition of the network in the city. In a patch, the funds enabled them to rehabilitate roads which had not happened in over 10 years, and similar reports were received from other local governments across northern Uganda. The committee noted that only districts that have equipment, have road equipment, while cities and municipalities rely on bureaucratic processes of requesting for equipment from the executive director of UNRWA, since the district equipment is always utilized with the provision of Uganda shillings 1 billion, and money is released on the same time. Further, the committee observed that while government shifted to the policy on force on account and districts are now using force on account for maintenance of roads, the Works Department have no supervision vehicles and makes it challenging for the challenging for the staff in the Works Department to supervise equipment and ongoing works in the field. Right Honorable Speaker, the committee recommends that government provides additional funding towards maintenance and rehabilitation of roads. Government provides supervision vehicles to the Works Department to facilitate supervision of road works and equipment. Right Honorable Speaker, allow me to make this footnote. Northern Uganda has only one regional mechanical workshop, which is stationed here in Gulu, that supervises the entire northern Uganda. The committee recommended that at least each sub-region be funded to have its own mechanical workshop. Then use-mid roads, Right Honorable Speaker. The committee noted that the use-mid roads completed under phase 1 were being maintained by the respective local governments. However, the lifespan of most of the solar lights have expired. In Gulu City, 162 lights had been replaced using local revenue from property tax. However, vandalism of the solar batteries was reported as a major challenge experienced by most use-mid project during phase 1, and Gulu City alone had 15 criminals arrested and are being prosecuted. The use-mid project has no component for land acquisition, and so the local government depend on the goodwill of the people. Where the people refuse, the carriageway is reduced since there's no provision for land compensation in the project. Further, Right Honorable Speaker, the committee was informed that often road construction works involve relocation of utilities. However, during the process of implementation, the utility companies demand that local governments to replace them with upgraded and more expensive installation. Committee recommends as follows. Local governments should continue sensitizing the population of the individual benefits of paved roads to increase on the goodwill project of the affected persons. Utility companies that are upgrading their utilities should work hand in hand with the relevant stakeholders. Another recommendation, Right Honorable Speaker, is the concerned government ministries, departments, and authorities should work together and come up with clear guidelines and encourage and engage with one another so as to address disagreements between local government entities and utility companies. Right Honorable Speaker, allow me to take this opportunity to thank Gulu City for the good management of the Use Meat project. I want to thank Gulu City because in other parts of the country where we had gone for oversight, there is a delay. For example, in Barara, and Tungamo, and Kabale, there was a serious delay. So we want to say that Gulu City is a benchmarking point for successful implementing Use Meat project. Right Honorable Speaker, allow me to touch briefly on the regional mechanical workshop. Then I do a conclusion. We'll just invite members to go through because of time constraint. Gulu Regional Mechanical Workshop was established in 2001 as a regional workshop servicing 12 districts at the time in the sub-region of Acholi, Lango, Karamoja, and West Nile. The beneficiary districts have since increased to 38. The workshop's primary responsibility are major repairs on equipment, since the districts have a percentage of road maintenance budget to cater for the minor repairs. The committee was informed that the workshop does not have sound supervision vehicles, making it difficult to supervise equipment. Like I had earlier on noted, Right Honorable Speaker, the committee recommends that at least each sub-region be having its own mechanical maintenance workshop. Right Honorable Speaker, the committee also interested itself on the rail lines. Right Honorable Speaker, the rehabilitation of the meter gauge railway from Malaba to Soroti, Lira is ongoing. But what's concerning, Right Honorable Speaker, is the pace and the speed at which the project is being undertaken. We visited the logistics hub in Gulu. We want to thank government for this beautiful facility, but this logistic hub can only function when it is well fed by a properly rehabilitated rail line. Right Honorable Speaker, we visited Gulu Airport and we interface with officers from the Civil Aviation Authority. The committee recommended that this particular airport facility should be upgraded to an international airport. Should be upgraded into an international airport. We also got information from Arua Airfield, which is being upgraded under a public-private partnership. Right on